the divine rhythm of the NBA playoffs on TNT. The Celtics, composed of distinguished champions.
What a dagger thrown in by Ray Allen!
The Bulls, transforming in harmony before our eyes.
Got it! Merry Christmas, Brad Miller! Stolen by Noah! Noah with a right-handed dunk! I don't believe what I just saw!
Both sides orchestrating a competitive symphony.
Rondo shots rejected by Rose!
Conducted to perfection. A Boston win would be a daring escape for the emotionally tormented champs, while a Bulls victory would be a thunderous crescendo. An outright upheaval, trumpeting the first true playoff upset.
Everybody's giving everything they got.
Brace yourself for an epic performance. Tonight it's win or go home. Game 7. Next.
A gorgeous day in Boston has given way to a special night inside the Garden. It's Game 7 in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, as the Chicago Bulls will take on the defending NBA champion Boston Celtics. With Doug Collins and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
It might be a combination. It might be somebody off the bench. Who's going to make some big plays? We've seen it in the game. We've seen Ray Allen with big shots in this series. Joakim Noah with a big steal into the three-point play. Derrick Rose in Game 1, 36 points and 11 assists. Ray Allen, 51 points in Game 6. Ben Gordon, 42 points in Game 2. And Rajon Rondo averaging a triple-double in this series. And we didn't even see the captain, Paul Pierce, who is their go-to guy in the fourth quarter.
Right now, let's take a look at our starting lineup presented by McDonald's. We've talked about the guards, Rose and Rondo, this entire series. But as Doug just said, so many different people rising to the moment.
Well, I talked to Vinny Del Negro before the game, and I said, okay, I know you've got a play you're going to run for the first play of the game. What's it going to be? And he said, I'm going to diagram a play to hopefully get Ben Gordon a good shot, because he's going to shoot the first shot anyway. I want to make sure it's a good one.
Rondo and the Celtics will start it off. Rondo had 19 assists and not a single turnover in Game 6. This is Pierce, and it's over John Salmons for his first two.
Well, a quick post play. The other day when Paul Pierce was catching that ball on the wing, it was further out on the floor. He was getting double-teamed, and he was very hesitant, very quick going into that shot.
It's Gordon to Rose. Back to Gordon, over Rondo for three. And Chicago has the first early lead.
Now, big shot there by Ben Gordon. I watched him in warm-ups, Kevin, and I said to him, I did not see him miss a shot. I mean, he was on fire in warm-up. Let's see if he carries it throughout the game.
Screen by Perkins. Rose watching Rondo. Davis goes off of the oncoming Thomas. Rebound pulled down on the play by Perkins, his first. He works into Noah. Thomas had a hand on it and finally clutches onto it for his first rebound.
Now the Chicago Bulls want to push the tempo of the game. They want to run, run, and run again, even after made field goals. You see Derrick Rose with a nice floater, so an excellent start here by Chicago. The floater by Rose, the three by Gordon.
Seems like we always talk about the visiting team weathering the early emotion of the building. Chicago's had no trouble with that, though.
Absolutely not. They have played very well here in all three games.
Pierce over Salmons. And Pierce has gone 1 of 2. Doug talked about the great Game 1 that Rose had here with 36 over Rondo right here for the deuce. Wow, and Rose has a 2 of 2 start.
I would say this was a very confident start by the Chicago Bulls team.
Allen coming off a 51-point in 59 minutes in a 68-minute game performance in Game 6. It's Davis, defended by Thomas. Some help from Noah, who grabs onto the rebound. Noah with his second. It's Gordon the other way, right into the backpedaling defense of Ray Allen. And that is a foul on Allen, and his first, as Derrick Rose for the Chicago Bulls has hit his first 2 shots.
Well, the key to this game is going to be Derrick Rose, obviously getting in the paint and making plays. But in Game 6, he shot the ball so well. He had 20 points in the first half, shot that jumper exceptionally well. Now in the second half, he was only in the overtimes, only 4 of 15. So his jump shot sort of went away as the game went on. But if you're Chicago right now, you've got your best scorer, Ben Gordon's hit a 3. He's getting to the line for a couple free throws. You've had Derrick Rose hit a nice floater. More importantly, what you've done is you've established the fact that if you'll rebound the ball, you have more speed and quickness in the open floor. The Celtics want to get back and get their defense set against you, and without Kevin Garnett, they have really struggled to do that.
This is the third game that Gordon has been playing with a bad left hamstring. And Doug, it's the first time I can recall him wearing a wrap visible to our eyes and our audience. Chicago is on a 9-0 run. And here is Pierce, 1 of 2. Saltman's on him. It's Davis into Noah and into Thomas. Rebound by Perkins. Foul on Noah. Counted for 2 as Perkins puts in his first 2 points of the game. And the foul goes on Joakim Noah for the first time.
Well, when you penetrate to the basket, what really hurts you is not always the first shot, because you see Tyrese Thomas come over and try to block that. Then there's no one to block off Kendrick Perkins. And Kevin, in game 6, the Boston Celtics had 22 second chance points. They had 16 offensive rebounds. So for the Chicago Bulls, defensive rebounding is going to be an important part of this game.
Noah, rebound number 3. The NBA's Rookie of the Year, Rose. Rondo watching him swirl into Noah. Perkins came over to defend, and the missed jam, and out of bounds it goes. And the Chicago Bulls will have it. 9.5 to play here in the first quarter.
Again, we talked about turnovers by Derrick Rose. The last 4 games, he's turned the ball over 25 times. A lot of those in crucial times in the game. Early in the game, he's been very crisp with his passing. In late stages, he tries to make plays sometimes that are high risk and low reward. And Vinny Del Negro is talking about make the simple play.
Noah, Thomas, great ball rotation to Rose. He had the mismatch, and he shoots over Big Baby Davis. And now 6 for Rose. He has hit all of his shots, all 3 of them.
Spread the floor, move the ball side to side. If you're the Chicago Bulls, move that defense, you have the quickness advantage. It's going to be a foul off the ball on Ben Gordon. We'll have to watch that matchup. In game 5, it was Ray Allen fouling out early. Did not play much, came back with 51 in game 6. The other night, it was Ben Gordon fouling out, playing only 31 minutes, so he should have fresh legs here today.
Gordon picks up his first personal foul. Allen on the switch on defense. They got Noah in front of him. Alters the shot. Perkins another rebound. Good block out by Big Baby Davis. And Perkins has 4.
Defense doesn't stop until you rebound the ball. Chicago's played good initial defense. You already see what they've given up on the offensive boards. 3 second chance opportunities.
Rose, Rondo fouls. Got a hand on it. Noah picks it up. Shot clock at 8. Gordon with the deceptive fake. Rondo comes over on the switch. Shot clock is down to 3. A 3 by Gordon. Oh! Ben Gordon! He's got 8. He's knocked down 2 from the field, including a triple. 1 second on the clock, and we go the other way. That's a good-looking shot by Ray Allen. And Ray Allen is heard from for the first time with his first 2.
That's where Ray Allen gets his threes, in the open court, running out off missed shots, off a quick little screen roll play in the open court. The big man did not get up and show on that screen.
Noah the screen, switch on defense. Perkins goes on Gordon along with Allen. Thomas spins into Davis, looking for the handoff, and a turnover. Here comes Allen the other way. Thomas with the rejection, defending underneath, and swats it out of bounds.
Kevin, you know what this game reminds me of? Has Ben Gordon has started in 1982. I was broadcasting for the Philadelphia 76ers Game 7 here in Boston Garden. And there was a young guy named Andrew Toney who came in here and got red hot in Game 7. One of the Game 7s that the Boston Celtics have lost on their home court. Philadelphia won that game 120-106. Andrew Toney was red hot in that game. Tonight, Ben Gordon's got off to that same kind of start, and very similar kind of players, very streaky shooters, and are capable of making shots with guys draped all over them.
Look at this, 9 of 18 from three-point territory at the United Center the other night in Chicago. Selman's picked up his first foul. And Allen at the free throw line, an outstanding free throw shooter, knocks down both. And Allen's got 5. Rose is 3 of 4. Brad Miller has come in for the first time, taking the place of Tyrese Thomas. Miller's been huge in this series on certain games. On other games, he has disappeared. He makes a move. There is a 3-second violation. It is called inside on the